Welcome to Canada, the podcast that helps you prepare for your Canadian adventure with clarity and confidence. Hello, future newcomers, and welcome to your Canadian Prep Zone. You're listening to episode number 21, and it is recorded in February 2026. I'm Emma, your host and your international mobility coach. I'm here to help you prepare, plan, and thrive in your move to Canada. Today, I'll talk about a sneaky enemy that could sabotage your Canadian dream. And no, I'm not talking about your immigration file. I'm talking about time management, that precious, limited resource. How can you optimize it in order to turn your Canadian dream into reality? The way you use your time is crucial. It impacts execution speed and feasibility. Because if your project drags on with little progress, you're setting yourself up to fail, or worse, to self-sabotage. But if you advance through each stage with regularity, you're setting yourself up to succeed. Every day you postpone is another day of stagnation, regret, and self-doubt. It's a massive mental burden. If you scroll Instagram instead of working on your project, watch Netflix instead of budgeting, game instead of studying English, you'll be stuck in the same spot 2 years from now. Meanwhile, others are moving forward, preparing for their Canadian adventure. They moved on, and now they live their best life in Canada, maybe already with permanent residence. Don't get me wrong. Everyone needs to unwind. I scroll Instagram and watch Netflix too, you know. But when you have a project that matters, your project comes first and relaxation comes after. Now, let's talk about solutions. 2 key skills protect and manage your time. Learning to say yes and learning to say no. Simple, yet incredibly powerful. Saying yes means knowing your why and dreams inside out, aligning actions with goals, and surrounding yourself with the right people. Number 1, say yes to your whys and dreams. What are your reasons for moving to Canada? What do you want to experience? Your vision should be precise. Vague dreams lead to vague actions and limited success. Specific dreams enable concrete, focused actions that maximize success. Here is an example. Instead of saying, "My dream is to work in Toronto," say, "My dream is to work in Toronto as a portfolio manager at one of the country's top 5 fund managers." Those 2 visions are not the same. In the second case, you know the sector, the job, and the companies you're looking for. You know what you want, and your actions can be impactful and targeted. Number 2, say yes to strategic actions aligned with your goals. You know your whys and dreams. Now act. Without an action plan, you'll start things, stop, move to another, with everything started, nothing finished, and no real progress. Begin with your goal and define the necessary actions. Prioritize tasks and finish each one before starting the next. Block time in your calendar. Create your action plan. Execute relentlessly. Here is an example. Your English is basic and you want to improve. Without a plan, you will randomly watch YouTube videos, download vocabulary apps, and study grammar, but with no real structure. With a specific goal in mind, like scoring 7 or plus on the IELTS, all efforts focus on that very objective. You select a training provider, follow courses, take practice exams, you dedicate 20 minutes daily, and you measure progress weekly. With a real plan, you will advance, gain confidence, stay motivated, pass your exam, and strengthen your immigration file. Number 3, say yes to the right people. Spend time with people who lift you up and who have lived the experience you want. You will benefit from their feedback, advice, and a real motivation boost because they understand your aspirations. They know obstacles can be overcome, and they will encourage you with concrete tips. Their optimism and pragmatism are contagious. So surround yourself with people who inspire, support, and push you beyond limits. That's what I do in my coaching sessions. I give you an action plan. I support you, and I push you further. To sum up, here are the 3 yeses. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to strategic actions. Say yes to the right people. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, but there is none. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the sponsor of the show right now. Today's episode is brought to you by my one-on-one coaching services. Thinking about immigrating to Canada but feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or pulled in too many directions? You're not alone, and you don't have to do it alone. I offer customized one-on-one support to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. From creating your departure strategy to finding a job, planning your budget, or securing housing, we will tackle it all, step by step in a clear and structured way. Book a coaching session with me today and let's turn your Canadian dream into a real plan. For more details, click the link in the show notes. And now, back to the show. The second key skill for protecting and managing your time is learning to say no. Saying no protects your time and energy. It refuses distractions, procrastination, and negative influences. Number 1, say no to useless distractions. Protect your time. It is precious and irreplaceable. Identify your time thieves and eliminate them. Too much social media? Install a limiting app. Too much TV? Put the remote in the garage. Too much gaming? Lend your console to the neighbor's kid. You can reclaim time in your week. Make compromises and advance your project. Put friction between you and your time thieves. I'll give you a practical example, my own experience. My family and I arrived in Canada in just 4 months. We submitted our file in May and landed in August. I had a demanding job, 3 young kids, an apartment and a car to sell, a container to ship, medical exams to schedule, a farewell party to plan, plane tickets to purchase, a house to find in Canada, and a car to buy too. Although it seemed impossible, it became possible. During those 4 months, I didn't watch TV, I didn't read, I didn't swim, I didn't shop, I didn't call friends or even cook a proper meal. It was extreme and Spartan, but I made time for it. So believe me when I say that you can find 30 minutes daily to advance your Canadian project. Because you can. Number 2, say no to procrastination. Procrastination is putting everything off until tomorrow. Giving in to laziness while telling yourself you will do it tomorrow. It can destroy your Canadian project. Here is a real scenario. You know you need to take your English exam, but you keep postponing. I'll register next month when I'm less busy. 3 months pass. You finally book it, but another 2 months are out because the slots are full. You take your exam. Your score is lower than expected because you didn't prepare enough. Now you need to retake it. Another 3 months minimum. That's 8 months lost in a single step, and your Canadian dream is fading away. Because procrastination fuels doubts, fears, and consumes massive mental energy. So protect your mental health and focus on what matters. Every step counts. Take one small step, then another one, without stopping. If you need accountability, I'm here for that. During my coaching session, I encourage you, but also I push you when you don't do the work. Number 3, say no to others' expectations and negative people. Some people will project their fears and doubts onto you. Even well-intentioned, they will sow discord. Why move so far? What if it doesn't work? You really think you'll find a job? Guess what? If you listen, your limiting beliefs will resurface and you will doubt yourself. This project is yours, not your family's, not your colleagues or friends. Welcome comments, but don't debate. Own your position and change the subject. I understand your concerns, Uncle Tom, but I've thought this through. It aligns with my goals. Now, tell me about your projects. If discussions get too difficult, you might need to temporarily distance yourself from certain people. Temporarily, not permanently. To sum up, here are the 3 no's you should practice. Say no to useless distractions. Say no to procrastination. Say no to others' expectations and negative people. Let me give you 3 takeaways from this episode. First takeaway. Your time is your most precious asset. Every minute spent advancing your expat project brings you closer to your goal. Every minute lost to distractions or procrastination is a wasted opportunity. Second takeaway, learning to say yes means saying yes to your future. Say yes to your dreams, yes to strategic actions, and yes to people who support you. Third takeaway, learning to say no means protecting what truly matters. Refuse distractions, procrastination, and negative influences. Now it's your turn. Every yes and every no is another step toward your new life in Canada. Oh, and on a completely different note, I would love for you to say yes to leaving stars and comments on the podcast. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening until the end. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe to the podcast, give it many stars, and leave a comment. It will make me happy, but more than that, it'll help new people discover the podcast.